The Shiv Sena has called a meeting today of its national executive at 1 p.m. and in a late-night move also decided to hit the streets. So there have been protests by Shiv Senics. Now the meeting today will be held at Sena Bhavan and Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray is expected to join the meeting virtually. At least 38 of Maharashtra Chief Minister's own MLAs are currently standing against him in a rebel camp headed by Shiv Sena leader Eknath Shinde. They're staying in a 5-star hotel in Guwahati. Now the rebel MLAs have been demanding the dissolution of the MVA alliance and say they rather want an alliance with the BJP, the alliance that they call natural. Shinde has also said any move to disqualify the MLAs is illegal as the numbers are with him. Meanwhile, 2 independent MLAs in Maharashtra have filed a no-confidence resolution for the removal of Narhari Zirwal as the Deputy Speaker of the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly. In the evening yesterday, NCP Chief Sharad Pawar, Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar and Minister Jayant Patil met Uddhav Thackeray in Matoshri. That is where he moved after vacating the Chief Minister's residence 2 days ago in a dramatic late-night decision. This meeting lasted for 2 hours. There was also a second address late night made by Uddhav Thackeray where he made a veiled attack on Shinde and spoke about how our own have stabbed us in the back.
जरा बरं वाटलं सगळ्यांना भेटून कारण साधारणतः असं चित्र दाखवलं जातंय की आता शिवसेनेत कोण राहिलंच नाहीये. त्यांनी जाहीर केलेलं आहे पाठीत पुन्हा एकदा खंजीर कोणी खुपसला तर आपल्याच लोकांनी.
And in fact, Uddhav Thackeray also referred to NDTV's report that Saurabh Shukla had done from the Surat airport where he recorded how the MLAs were being shifted to Guwahati in the middle of the night, being made to run into the airport by the security that was around them.
भले यांनी जर का सगळ्या कलाकार्य करून काही जरी केलं तरी आज सुद्धा त्यांच्यामध्ये सगळे गेलेले आमदार खुश नाहीत. ते आज सुद्धा मला कॉन्टॅक्ट करतायत. फक्त त्यांना जणू काही तिकडे तुरुंगात टाकल्यासारखा बंदोबस्त ठेवलेले. ते हसणारे खिदळलेले फोटो काही येऊ देत पण बाहेरचे फोटो आणि ते एअरपोर्टवरचं सुद्धा ते एनडीटीव्हीने तुम्हाला दाखवलेले आहे.
Let's go across to Saurabh now for more. So Saurabh, those are the big developments. Also it now boils down to very, legal aspects given that the Uddhav Thackeray camp is moving to disqualify some of those rebel MLAs. Eknath Shinde saying you can't do that and independent MLAs moving against the Deputy Speaker in the Assembly.
That's right. This battle is likely to end up in the courts and it's likely to be a protracted legal battle given the fact that both sides are digging their heels in. But, the key question everyone's asking is why hasn't Eknath Shinde still, moved and staked claim with the governor? And the answer is very simple. There are 2 parts to it. One, of course, is the fact that he isn't sure of the numbers. While the MLAs may be with him, sequestered in that hotel in Guwahati, nobody knows which way they'll vote when they come back to Mumbai. On the floor of the assembly, they might give in to the pressures from their constituents, and the rank and file of the party are with Uddhav Thackeray. And the second part is their constituents are pretty angry with them for the rebellion, at least if one speaks to Sena party functionaries. So that, of course, is going to be one part of that debate as well. Today, Uddhav Thackeray has called a meeting of all the national executives of the party. Everyone is going to be at Sena Bhavan. He's going to address the party executives from Matoshri, his residence. And Matoshri is important in the Sena scheme of things. It's almost like a temple to Shiv Senics, party workers, the rank and file, who consider Balasaheb, nothing less than a god. And then, of course, for them, this place, for Shiv Senics rather, this place is considered a temple. So this was where he lived and worked and breathed his last. So that bit also an emotional appeal from Uddhav Thackeray saying that if you want me to quit as party chief, I'll quit. But if you want to go with the BJP, that's not going to happen. And also, while the BJP has put up denial after denial, even from the state president and others saying that, the BJP has nothing to do with this. Eknath Shinde mentioned a Mahashakti behind him, and that Mahashakti many believed was a reference to the BJP, which the Shiv Sena is accused of interfering and engineering this rebellion with Eknath Shinde. But Uddhav Thackeray has hit back. Today, Aditya Thackeray is meeting the youth wing, workers of the Shiv Sena, the Yuva Sena. Uddhav Thackeray is, of course, having that meeting. But on the other side, the BJP is also having its meetings. Devendra Fadnavis is also holding meetings. And the speaker is likely to move. And that is likely to end up in a protracted legal battle as this rebellion festers on.